Everybody chills right now. When you're operating from a separate sense of self and you're operating from fear-based consciousness and you have all of these needs outside of yourself that need to be filled or validated in order for you to feel good enough, lovable, or worthy, then guess what? You're going to be subject to all of the naysayers and all of the things that are going to help you hone your inner resiliency so that you can show up in your full power and your faith and speak your truth and share your message and be authentic. Because authenticity is what is being asked right now. And that's going to require your boldness because you're living in a world that has conditioned you to be anything but authentic. You're going against the grain when you are devoted to living your authentic truth, which means being completely honest with yourself and others, no longer wearing a mask, no longer appeasing other people in order to be more digestible or dimming your light in order to fit in with the masses that you are here to lead, that you're not here to fit in with, right? So all of these things are going to be at the beginning stages of stepping into your power and sharing your gift with the world and shining your light and speaking your truth and starting the thing that you're being called to start. All of these things feel a lot heavier at the beginning. But if you are listening to this now, I know there are different waves. You may be going through that right now where you're bumping up against dimming your light in order to fit in, or you're bumping up against imposter syndrome, or you're bumping up against not feeling confident, or you're bumping up against a lot of self-doubt. Or you're bumping up against, fear of being rejected, fear of not being good enough. What will others think? Fear of not being accepted. You're running up into all of those things. That's a natural part of this process because you're being called right now to no longer hide. And so the more that you are bumping up against those things, that just you can flip the script that the more you're experiencing those things, the more you are simultaneously being called into your truth, into your power. And those things you're bumping up against those things because you're building the inner resilience in order to stand in your truth and not waver, and be able to speak your truth and not waver, and be able to stand in your authenticity and not waver,